Welcome to another episode of You Left Shit Out. I'm your host, Compton J. I'm joined today by Unholy Rome. What's up, Rome?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm up here at the gas station, 7 Mile and Hayes. If y'all want some gas, come up here and holler at me. I'm giving away some money. So I'm doing a giveaway, but we can knock out two birds with
Yeah.
one stone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it up there so I can just flash so people know. You're doing a giveaway for gas giveaway.
Yes.
So just come down. Do you want to throw out the address or anything or no?
Oh yeah,
People
I'm,
know
I'm
where
right
you
here.
at.
I'm on the east side of Detroit, 7 Mile and Hayes. Y'all can come through, come get some
Okay.
money.
All right. Gas giveaway. All right. All right. So I'm gonna put that in the background. So that's gonna be happening in the background. But of course, you see the thumbnail, you see the title. We'll be talking about the ridiculous hot mess of the black capitalist class in just a second. But before we do that, make sure you like the stream. Over the last few days, there has been some topics that Nick and I have noticed. Some videos have been particularly suppressed. I don't know if you guys know it, the audience, but what you see as views is not the real time views. The real time views we can see in the background. So it may say 500, but we know in the background it's really 1100 in the background. And it was this couple of videos where we were critiquing, of course, the war machine, and critiquing Joe Biden. And in that video, literally, it was sitting at 632 views for like 2 hours, as if no one watched it. Now you might be saying, "Well, what does that matter? Why does that matter?" So what happens is this: people click on videos that they want to see when they see other people have seen them. So if it has 1,000 views, more people will see why are 1,000 people watching this versus 600. So that is how they slow down, suppress streaming, right? Because they slow what you're actually to slow the popularity down, basically, right? So that's the reason why we're asking. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe. It is literally we're in their domain and we're trying to operate under another oppressive system, which is this platform. So please like this stream so that more people, and this is all streams, not just this specific one. Like we have a special topic today, but any stream on here, just like the stream if you don't mind. And Black Cat Pit list class, so that the video suppression is lessened. It's not going to ever go away for sure because we talk about what they don't want to talk about. So anyway, we're gonna be talking about the black capitalist class. Oh, and don't forget Patreon. It's patreon.com/revolutionary blackout. Also, shout out, we're gonna be doing
Oh shit!
anti-imperialist. Go ahead, Rome. Or maybe he's talking about something offline. All right, Rome. I'm not sure if something happened, but I muted you just to make sure. Okay, there he goes. He's back. Okay, there you go. You okay?
Yeah, somebody had left their card. Some lady left their card in the machine. I just ran it out.
Okay. So what do? They come up to the register, or you when you see somebody at the pump, you go out there and ask, or you wait for them to come to the register?
I'm in the gas station. I just wait for them to get some gas. If I feel
Uh-huh.
like they ain't filling up their tank or whatnot, I'll put some money. You know what I'm saying? If they getting $5, $10, even 25 on it, I'll put an extra 5 on it just to get them extra
Right.
gallons. So
Right. That's this. So this is a perfect example of what RBN is about. You see me on one side talking about the commentary, giving you the critique of what's happening, and then you have Rome on the opposite side doing the work in the community. So this is a perfect example. You can see the dichotomy of the two of us on the screen. So just wanted to shout that out. Anyway, so we got the black capitalist acting a damn fool. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. The black capitalist class acting a damn fool. So there is. Have you seen the actual video?
yeah, I saw the actual video of the Oscars, I should say. with
Okay.
everybody, with him walking up
Yeah.
on shit.
Okay.
I'm like,
So
yeah,
the
he's not
only
gonna do
place
it.
I've
Oh,
seen
smack
the only
him.
place I've seen the full version, Rome, was on what is this? Breaking Point. So that's where we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna skip past what they're talking about. But this is where we're gonna watch this. So let's start there with actually watching the entire thing here. So, and this is gonna actually we're gonna lead into a discussion about the capitalist class. For those that did not see the tweet that went out, I don't want you to be uh disappointed. We're not gonna spend the entire time just talking
Put that
about
for
this
500.
situation. We're using this to talk about the capitalist class and what's happening with them. So let me share my screen and we'll take it from there. Here it goes right here. I'll put this up on the screen. Is it gonna go? There it goes. Okay, so there it goes.
I ain't
Let's
no answer.
just go back 1 second of it just to make sure I catch all of it because I want to make sure everybody sees the whole thing. All right, so here is the video. If you haven't seen it, this is the video, right? I'm gonna mute you, Rome, just so everybody can hear.
Go ahead.
So, uh, here is the video right here. Oh, hold on, I gotta turn the volume on now. Right there, because Chris obviously thought, in my opinion. Now, full disclosure, my brother does work for Chris Rock, so full disclosure. So, what it felt like to me is, um Chris thought that Will was going to maybe show some sort of chivalry, but not be serious, like be part of the joke, like be part of the joke. Oh, yeah, like I'm doing something. So that's what it felt like to me. I didn't get the impression that Chris thought that this guy is actually walking towards me to physically like hit me. Like I didn't. I'm gonna open the audio just in case Ron want to say something. I didn't feel like you know. Like he thought something really was going to happen. What do you think, Rom?
Shit, I'm thinking the same thing. Chris, as a comedian, comedians often get comfortable with the things that they say. You know, people hard laugh at it, even if they are at the butt of the joke. Will Smith have been at the butt of these jokes. No,
Yes.
Will Smith
Yeah.
have been at the butt of these jokes for 2 years now, and not only would this help him with relationship with his woman, with his wife, but it would stop a lot of people from just poking the bear too much. I think that's what he was trying to accomplish overall was uh stop the
Yeah.
memes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not any physical. Maybe he would say something, but Chris, in his voice, he clearly was caught off guard.
All right,
This
my
I
boy.
didn't feel like it was planned. It felt genuine in my opinion. But then again, they're actors. Let's keep this in mind. They're actors. Okay, but let's finish the video so we can continue the comments that was said afterwards.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Oh my god,
You know what?
niggas is just acting up in this place. You in the white people's house acting up, showing your ass.
As a man, I feel him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying, oh, a lot of women are saying, oh, you don't need to be violent to protect us. Says who? Says who?
So
Some people.
So you feeling Will Smith? Go ahead. You saw because people not clear. You feeling Will Smith in the comments? You feeling Will Smith is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I feel Will Smith because as a man, it's only so much that you can put up with. We have been making fun of this man for so long. Even before we found out they were swingers, we have been calling him corny. You know what I'm saying? The black community not embracing him. All kind of shit that he probably just built up about. He probably like, fuck it. One of you niggas are gonna get the shitty end of the stick. This fucking top is gonna pop off of this bottle one day. It might not be on the person that it should have been. It should have been August Astina, the one who fucked his wife.
Oh, I'm getting to that. I got another video. Don't think I didn't look that shit up, Rome. You from the hood. You knew I was going there at some point. I have a video for that too.
Yeah. And give me Newport
Yeah.
Honey.
So, but I'm gonna in the fucking comments is
Somebody
off the
said,
fucking
as a
chain.
man,
I don't
you don't stop
understand this
another
time.
man. As a man, you don't stop another man fizzle. What the fuck are you talking about? I would smack the shit out of another man. Say anything about my woman, any fucking thing. I'm not a comedian type guy. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm an actor or whatever. But as a man, as a husband, you got me all types of fucked up. You got me fucked up. My kids fucked up. My grandkids fucked up. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
Right. But Rome. I'm with you. Here's the problem with this situation. Not too many few months ago, your wife told you to your face in front of everybody she been banging this young nigga. So, like the shit don't it just don't match. The shit don't match. So if this was you, Rome, that would have never happened to you. So it would have been like consistency with you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you would have been consistent, like people would have known. Don't say shit about Rome, Chris. Cause you already know he don't fucking play that shit. Like it's already known. But I mean, you had entanglements just a few months ago. You just had some entanglements just a few months ago where you wasn't saying
But
to somebody else to keep your name out my
as we
wife's mouth or whatever,
already
keep my name
understand,
out my wife's mouth.
these people
Like,
are
come on.
actors. These people are actors. We know. We been knew that the Smiths been swinging, been having sexual relations with other partners and whatnot.
No, I
But
don't think
sometimes,
people knew that. They knew Will was.
yeah,
A lot of people knew Will, but a lot of people didn't know Jada was until later on. Like other people in the hood, they knew. I'm talking about it didn't really come out until later with Jada.
yeah,
But
yeah.
damn, but
So
let's go to the chat, man. It's like the comments is off the chain in here. Let me see what we got. I'm gonna try to get everybody's
yeah,
comment up
I
here.
just don't get where people saying I'm wrong. Like, what was Jada supposed to smack on, or was Chris Rock supposed to smack Jada, or was Will supposed to smack? I just don't get it because like y'all niggas ain't. This how you can tell a motherfucker don't love the person that they are actually with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would do whatever it takes. I would step over a bed of nails. You know what I'm saying? To smack a motherfucker and insult my woman. This is how you can tell that this is all a play to these people. If you're not gonna be willing to lay hands on a motherfucker for the motherfucker that you love, then I don't see no love in it. And yes, it will come to violence sometimes. Yes, you will have to step in front of these people and stop fights. Sometimes you have to join fights. Sometimes your baby mama or your wife gonna get you into a fight. It happens. That's the real fucking world. But if anybody's sitting here acting like men do not shoot first and ask questions later, you are out of your fucking mind and you're out of touch with reality, because that is one thing that we normally do as men. When you sit here, if I sit here and talk shit about this man right here, what is he gonna do? Punch me and then ask me, what the fuck is on your mind?
Later, he'll ask you that later. Like, what's your problem later?
What the fuck is wrong with you? And that's exactly what happened. You get smacked, and now we answer questions later. Now we get to see what's on Will's mind for real. It's tough being the butt of the joke. It really is.
Yeah. So but let me interject. There's a lot of issues with this. There's a few issues. One, the issue of, and it's really more the issue of the reaction, the popularity of this. That's the issue I have, because there's a ton of black issues going on that involve people who need real help, that if I was talking about that, the shit wouldn't be popping like this. So there's that reaction I have for that. And then it's the whole world, the black community, the pop culture, all kind of, I shouldn't say black community. We have these black capitalists who don't care about the black community enough to put their money where their mouth is. You can have a foundation. That's great. Foundations, for me, everything stems from the concept of white superiority. And it's always a foundation's enough, charities are enough to help you in an immediate need, but never enough to get you to where I'm at so you can help somebody else. So I have an issue with that. It's like the black capitalist class learned from their oppressor on how to be philanthropists without actually helping anybody. And then those same people who you barely helping are looking at you as a god because you barely helped them. And so let me just say this. The black capitalist class, I'm talking about the Bill Cosbys, I'm talking about the the Will Smiths, the Denzel Washingtons, you name it. The Russell Simmons, if we're going to hip hop, the LLs. I'm talking about people that's wealthy, not people that just got rich now. I'm talking about people that's wealthy. The LeBron James, the Michael Jordans, if we go to sports, the Tiger Woods. You telling me all of y'all can't donate $10 million in a pot? All of y'all can't raise $1 billion to build up these communities, to fund these schools? Y'all telling me that shit? The place that y'all fucking come from, that you want to keep talking about in front of all your fucking white friends to give you street cred, motherfucker, you've been rich longer than you are poor now. So how are you still claiming the shit? You still talking about how I grew up, this and that, nigga. You've been rich 30 years. You was poor till you was 20. Shit not adding up here.
Not
So
only
what
that,
I'm
do y'all
saying,
remember when this
go
bitch ass
ahead.
nigga? Remember when this bitch ass nigga was him and Morgan Freeman was talking about? Oh, we don't need to defund the police. We need to fund them more. So yes, like even if a
Yes, because
nigga,
he's protecting his class.
yeah, he protecting his class and he know, dude, these niggas are not gonna be on our side if a revolution ever pop off. We're not gonna have the Morgan Freemans. We're not gonna have the Denzel
No,
Washingtons. They're not gonna be on our side. They're gonna
no.
be trying to protect their property and protect their asses because they know that we're gonna be after them. So yeah,
Think
fuck.
about this question. Think about this question. Because you know what we're gonna have? We're gonna have the black liberal. Come on, they're doing something. They're great. Ask yourself this question. What would Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman say about a group of black people who are sitting on stacks of literally billions of dollars while they watch other black people being oppressed and they're not doing anything materially? Foundations aren't materially doing anything. What do you think they would say? They would be like, who are you? What do you think Harriet Tubman would say about that? A person who's risking her life to save other people. She escaped to freedom. When she's taking people, she's there. And she's going back to get more. Giving back to the community? Really? What does that mean? Giving back to the community. How about you go and transform the community you're from? How about that? How about you go there and say, hey, bring some businesses there. You have the clout to do these types of things. Hey, why don't you, I'll sign with you as long as you come down here and do this, blah, 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 blah. Bring some jobs down here. Can you open up a Foot Locker down here? Yeah. Michael Jordan. Yeah, I do the shoe deal, but you need to open up so and so many jobs in the black neighborhoods that need economic stability. There is never a willing to put their weight, their power. You're creating a foundation and a charity. Great. But how about you go and start making commercials paid by you, yourself, and your millions of dollars or billions of dollars, where you're saying, hey, how about it's a campaign of black capitalists saying, hey, America, U.S., you need to take up the funding of public schools and change it because we don't own our homes in our neighborhoods. So that means the funding is inevitably going to be lower. So we need funding change. How our public schools is funded, we need that change. How about you do that? There's a ton of things you can do with your mouth. You have the platforms where people will listen. But you have a foundation. Cool. You have a foundation, though. Rome, you got anything before I start putting some more comments up? I don't want to skip over you. You got some more stuff, man. Go ahead.
I got a lot to say in so little time, but I'm just letting these people know, like, look, this we can't talk about this. You know, it's important to talk about these things to let people know how unimportant it is, because as we can see, the majority of Americans online is fucking paying attention to it, so it's obvious a story in it. Hold on, let me weigh up this fucking ground real quick.
Yeah, he getting gas. Go ahead. No, I was just telling people he's getting gas for people over there. If you didn't know, he is doing a gas giveaway also. So that's what Rome is doing there.
What you got over there, young blood?
Shit, it's some crowd, man.
Go ahead, Rome. Talk to him. Transform it. That is just love to see that type of work. And when he was out here, we were doing that, walking the streets. Everywhere we went to weed shops, talking to people. So Michael Jordan 2022 net worth $2 billion. You see that? You talk about we always want to point to, oh, Jeff Bezos can end homelessness like that. So can Michael Jordan. And who does Nick always point out that is unequally affected by unhousing, by being homeless? Black people. So being unhoused is an everybody issue, but in particular, it disproportionate. That's what I was looking for. Disproportionately affects us more. How about how about $500 million? How about you eliminate it halfway? And I can't remember how much money it takes to eliminate homelessness. It may not even be $1 billion. So thank you for that point. Oops. So Rome, I can bring you back in if you have more to say. Go ahead, Rome.
Yeah, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about it. But look, like I was saying earlier, it is important for us to talk about these things. Yes, it is a lot of shit going on in the world, but holy fuck, it's a story. Everything, and we can really focus. You know what I'm saying? Try to focus this story back to socialism, back to communism, because even though it's majority of liberals spewing this bullshit, you niggas fall for it too. You niggas fall for it, just like you're here listening to us talk about the bullshit now. But we pull you in with these clickbait headlines, and we try to get back on the topic. But these black capitalists don't try to motherfucker about us, bro. I'm telling you.
I told my audience that a while ago. Maybe it was on Straight Out of Politics, but I already understand this YouTube game. That and Jerome just said it again, the clickbait. I'll put this stuff up and then I'll use it to talk about something serious. So that's what I think my audience knows that now. Sabrina, Sabby Sabs in the house. Will was never poor. That is true. That is true. We have to remember Will was discovered or became famous, was a rapper. He was like 16. He says it in his rap. He was like 16. And his family, I don't think was ever poor. If somebody can tell me what his family's job, I know they were working class or maybe upper middle class or maybe lower middle class or something like that. All these different distinctions we have, right? When it's just really the ruling class and the rest of us. But thank you, Sabrina. And Rome, you have a critique here about your take on it. if it says Rome has a terrible take here, I'm sorry, that was not justified. So
Okay,
so
well,
everybody has their own opinion, so we get that. But go ahead, Rome.
no, motherfucker, no. It ain't no right or wrong. You talk about my wife illness,
Yeah.
even close. Like my girlfriend now has MS. I'll be damned if a nigga say anything about it, like, oh well, what you gonna be, the million man woman? But they're gonna rebuild you or some shit? Say something. Say anything. I don't look, you motherfuckers who can't even take up for your woman, who can't even take up for your loved ones when they are being verbally abused, when they are being hurt on a national stage. I would never call on you people for a revolution. Because you can't even take
Mm.
up for your loved ones. You won't even raise a fucking hand for
Yeah.
your wife.
Yeah.
And I doubt that you will raise a gun to your oppressors.
So I see Rome is framing it past the bickering kind of stuff. He's looking at it more as an innate, like a human response, irregardless of their actors. He just saying as a human, if somebody's talking about insulting your wife, you would defend her. I mean, anybody would do that. I would absolutely. I mean, I've had to do that so many times. So yeah. Uh,
We
so I
have
mean,
to
it
remember.
happens.
We have to remember. Yes, comedy is an open window to let out certain pains and to speak on certain pains. But everybody doesn't get your joke. Everybody isn't going to get your joke. Everybody
It is not.
isn't going to
You're right.
take it how you intended them to take it. Some people get offended, just like when you guys were offended with Dave Chappelle. You guys were offended with Lewis Clark. You guys were offended with all these comedians. Come on now. Sometimes you just get slapped in the fucking mouth. That's the real world. Sometimes
Mm,
you just get slapped in the fucking mouth for saying what the shit that you wanted to say, whether it be a joke, whether it be the truth, or whether it be a lie. The real world will smack you in your fucking mouth.
mm. See, Rome is talk. See, I don't. I hear what people are saying about these two specific people, but I'm hearing Rome talk about a human response to another human insulting somebody. He's not really. He's looking past all this other stuff. So I kind of see this as two different sort of conversations, but about the same thing. So, but I do see him on two different wavelengths. But let me take it a little bit back to the critique of the black capitalists. So what I hate about these types of stories is that these stories get us to invest in liking, in emotionally investing in these people, and that's what I don't like. Like for the person who is now saying, "Oh, I love Will Smith more." That's weird to me. That's weird to me because I mean, it's all of the things I said, but just this hero worshiping of people is just a weird thing. Maybe it's because I'm in California and it's not you see them all the time. Like I said, my brother works for Chris, so I've met him a few times. I've met him, been around him a couple of times. So it's not I just can't worship another person. I just can't do that. But anyway, so that is my critique, is the reaction that I'm seeing from people and investing in like another thing to take a side on. Is that what we're doing now? We're now picking something else to say you're on that side and I'm on this side, instead of saying fuck these two rich people who don't give a fuck and let's organize together. That's weird to me, that we're caring and invested in two people who literally don't know who you are, will never know who you are, doesn't know about, all the things that you're going through and what you're fighting for, but you're going to go to bat for them. Let's just stop.
And I just love how people are all over the internet trying to make this personal. Like, oh, my dad was like that. He would just love me one day and he just smacked the shit out of the fucking neighbor one day. This isn't about you. This isn't about the trauma that you have went through. This is about three rich motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about us. But at the same time, stop trying to put your fucking story into every fucking thing. You guys will sit here and watch. Oh my God, how can I make this about
Here's an example of that, Rome. This is the person trying to interject the story. Loving the defense of black women isn't worship.
Yeah.
That's not what that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what that was, in my opinion.
They don't want us defending black women. And plus, this is a great time.
I'm just saying.
This is a great time.
I'm just saying, like, this is not what this is. This is not what this is. Like, there has to be consistency here. So, like, if Rome has built up this consistent behavior of, hey, don't disrespect my friends, my family, my wife, right? Because there's been a lot of stuff going on. There's been a lot of stuff. And if you are concerned with the defense of women, Will Smith, if he was that much concerned, I know a lot of black women in Compton who could use his fucking help. And I don't mean a fucking foundation either. So this defense of these fucking bastards like this here, you like the circumstances getting you to invest in a fucking piece of shit like Will Smith and now make this a defense of black women. No. Because if you're concerned with the defense of black women, put your money where your mouth is. Stop the bullshit, because there's women getting killed. Was Will Smith going to Congress to talk about Breonna Taylor? Was he?
He said
what march has Will Smith been at?
None.
You fucking tell me. Tell me what march have Will Smith been at in defense of black women? Sir, Mr. Eric Brooks, where?
He was in Israel.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Defending these people when they don't deserve it. They have the platform to do way more. And this is the threshold that's needed to get your fucking support for these. Give me a fucking break.
What's poppin', nigga? Yeah.
Give me a fucking break, man.
Yeah, and what people always try to say, oh, these people, they do help the black community. They donate to charities. Charities that their friends own, charities that they can wash their money through, and I can get my shit right back at the end of the fucking year. So did you really help, or did you just launder money? Like, we can say who has been putting money, nigga, it's KKK members putting money into Detroit. That don't mean they want the best for us. They're just getting that shit right back and using that money to double up and use it right back against our asses. So even if this nigga was like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Like,
I was just gonna say, it's a Will Smith will never smack Chuck Schumer. Will Will Smith smack Chuck Schumer? What about that? Will Will Smith smack Joe Biden for putting all the black people in prison? Will you do that, or are you gonna donate to the motherfucker?
You're gonna tell us to vote for him.
But we have poor and working class people who want to be in fucking comments defending these fucking jackasses like they give a fuck about you.
The only thing I defend is, you know what I'm saying, a man fucking shooting first.
That is fine. That is fine. But to act like this is the defense of black women, this motherfucker don't give a fuck about no black women.
Come on, man. Like, when,
I hate the interjection of that.
Black women are still being killed. in hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Giving birth, they are still at the highest rate of death while giving birth to another fucking life. This nigga ain't said not one word about it. Did he make a movie about it? Did he play a role? Did he put any fucking spotlight on the black struggles that actually happens in Philly? Instead of saying, hey, I'm from Philly. Look at me. I'm a black guy who made it out of the fucking hood. And everybody else point at him and then say, well, he made it. Why you can't? That's why Will is there. To point at niggas like us who stuck in the hood. And say, well, he made it out of the hood. No. And let's be real, man. Will always had a rich fucking family, man. He always had connections. These niggas ain't never been there for us. They ain't gonna never be here.
That's what
It's
Sabby
all
put on the
created.
screen. Look at her comment. Look at Sabby's comment. He went to prep school. They were academics. He lived in the burbs. Now listen, it is not to say if you grew up that way, you're a terrible person and you're awful. It is simply to say you don't have a upbringing of hard times. That is all. It is not his fault that his parents were financially stable. He grew up and was born into that. It's not his fault, and that is not the critique.
Somebody just said,
Just
what
like,
woman would want their man to punch somebody in the face for a joke? My girl. My girl don't play that shit, bro. Like these are.
I think this may have been built up because there was a lot other things that he has said about her in particular, and Will.
Yeah, Chris let white comedians get away with saying the fucking N-word in front of him, man.
He said that.
No, we got this on camera, bro. He let white comedians get away with saying the fucking N-word, the ER, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably, it's probably groups of
for those that don't know, the ER is a different. The ER is a different. Yeah, the ER when it ends with ER is different. That's why you pointing that out.
Somebody saying Will has anger issues. Bullshit, because when Eminem was dissing his ass, he didn't go after him
because he can't handle Eminem's lyrics. He can't handle that structure
of
syntax that Eminem will come with.
If Will was mental, he would have stumped Chris Rock the fuck out. Now that's what you call violence. That's too classy for me, for my blood. If it was me, I would have walked up.
We'll see, Rome. You have a lot of pent up trauma and rage from an oppression that you have not have released, and that's a different story. But let's play more of the video because we went off in the conversation. We only got into 1 minute of the video, and we went off in the conversation. I don't know, but let's play a little bit more of the video.
Okay.
Yikes! Props to Chris Rock for keeping his composure during all of that. So we had to find a political angle to the story, and some politicians, 2 members of the squad, decided to jump in, but quickly.
Okay, let me just play this one more time. It's only a few seconds. It's very cringe to me.
Can't wait to see it. All right.
So do you think like Will was gonna be cool, and then Jada was like, so he saw Jada's face and was like, okay, I gotta do something. You think that's what happened?
You know what your woman want, bro.
Yeah,
we are men.
Yeah. If I get a look
for years, bro. If our woman gave us that look, check this nigga, bro. If you don't check this nigga, I'm checking you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not going home.
I've never had to be given that check that I check because I'm usually the one that's more on the edge, like ready to pop off. Like, I'm not that way anymore. But like, I'll tell you guys, I need to do an hour of like CJ, like, because I was a crazy youth. I was
man.
Fearless at things, when not fearless in the right way, fearless at things. So, but anyway, let's let the whole thing play.
Oh wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
I think maybe the audience thought that was part of the bit. They started laughing at first until Will started getting crazy.
They all are actors. Like, what wouldn't you expect? I mean, dude, I'm pretty sure Chris Rock has been smacked way harder. This nigga have been in fucked up movie roles. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he would be fine.
And
would be
he
fine.
probably he probably slid him. He was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna cash app you 10 mil for that. Sorry, but my bad. I'm gonna cash app you 10 mil for that." That's probably literally probably what he said. I'll cash app you 10 mil real quick.
Even if, like, bro, and I speak from experience because my cousin just smacked me about fucking 2 years ago. We was joking. I made a joke about either his baby mama or his stepdaughter, and it was like, no, bitch. Wow.
What?
Yeah. So I'm like,
why the hell did you do that?
looking like, damn, you smacked me for real. But then I thought about, like, damn,
Then you
that
thought
was
about
a
it. It was like,
dark-ass
okay,
joke.
yeah, I shouldn't have done
Like,
that.
yeah, but it wasn't even. It was really like a Will. I should call my cousin, man. It was really like a Will Smith smack. He really just watch your mouth. My little cousin smacked
And
me.
the thing is, you don't do nothing back when you know you were in the wrong, and that's why you didn't do. You was like, yeah, that was me. I shouldn't have.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
all
shouldn't
he
have
said
said
was
that.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Yes, he did.
Yeah, and maybe that's. I mean, like it felt like Chris was literally scared when he was like, "Okay, man, I'm gonna stop talking about her." Like I've never heard him back down on a joke like that. It seemed like he was scared. But let's go to your tweet here. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, and you're still poor. What was the point in that tweet you put out there?
Because these bitches. Hold on. Hey, y'all getting some gas, bro?
Go ahead.
Hey, Brody.
Yeah, so I'll
But
give you my take. Go ahead.
These niggas. I wake up and I see poor people like just like me. Poor people. Their whole fucking Twitter page is devoted to this shit the whole fucking morning from fucking 6 to fucking 12 o'clock. Everybody talking about Chris Rock and they posting the memes and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. One joke, funny. 2 jokes, all right. 3 jokes, all right, man. Because we got real work to do here. Like, come on, bro. We still are.
But you would have reached out to him. They know each other. They can easily contact each other. They can, hey, come on, man. You know, like if it was serious, and he was fed up, you would have already contacted him by phone. Hey, yeah, you said 1 joke, but now you had 3. That's enough. Then if he continued, you get what I'm saying. But let's not go down that route. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, bro, we still poor. We still in a recession, depression, pandemic. Yes, hard. Or feel how you feel about it, but let's get back to work. Let's get back to trying to topple America and get socialism going in this bitch. Yes, it was funny, or you disagree with it, whatever, nigga. You don't have to write a whole motherfucking paragraph on how you feel about it. My nigga, people are starving in America. People are starving in your neighborhood. And you're just hard. And they're like, okay, you're still poor, bitch, and you about to be homeless next. And how the fuck you gonna laugh your way out of that? Shut the fuck up.
Wait, so what you're seeing on social media is people like really like writing soliloquies, like crying,
Man, I done
you
seen
know.
motherfuckers calling for Will career to be crushed, removed. And I done seen motherfuckers make this about them and their past trauma with their dads and their family members. And I done seen motherfuckers made a whole fucking thread about this shit. I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, no, like, I'm telling you, bro, like, nobody really cares. Like, they might like your tweet, but nobody care for real. Nobody care.
And ultimately, both
Hey,
of them
hold
will
on.
be
Let me
going.
put 5 on your shit, bro. I'm gonna add
Right.
5 on your
But
shit.
ultimately, all of them are going back to their paid off homes. They're going back to their, full fridges. They're going back to their fully insured, paid off cars. They're going back to their, their health care. They're going back to their ability to travel the world because they have the means to do it. They're going back to their therapists and that they can go to make sure their mental illness, their mental health is in order. That's ultimately what's going to happen, and all of us are going to bicker about it and not be friends with each other over it because of somebody else who is living a good life and not even knowing you're even alive. That's what's happening. Rome, I have the next video. Go ahead. You can comment, and then I'm gonna play this next video here.
I actually got another video that goes into this from Will's own mouth. Type in Will Smith exposes metaverse or you know what I'm saying, the internet. You will see it, and we will see. Like they will explain, he explained it for himself. Everything that you see, everything that we deliver to you is fake. I don't look like this anymore. I don't sound like this. I'm not even on fucking vacation. I'm in a fucking in the background. Can you imagine this being a green screen? That's the shit that they are delivering to you. This is Hollywood, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, the thing is, the Oscar ratings have been terrible. What if they paid them to do this? What if they paid for this to come out like this? What if some money exchange is happening? I always have a suspicious, like, sort of like look at things when things like this happen, and I'm very suspicious that this could be constructed by somebody making money. Okay, but let's listen to now. This is Shannon Sharp, wide receiver for years in the NFL. So let me just tell you how I came upon this. Chris Rock thing hit. I hit Twitter. I started hearing Chris Rock and Will Smith. Chris Rock and Will Smith. And I'm like, oh damn. Twitter then took hold of this shit, and they about to talk about this shit all day. So I go, okay, let me go to politics on YouTube, and I start looking. Let me see what I'm gonna talk about today. Chris Rock shit, and I'm like, oh shit. Let me go to sports. I'll go to sports. They talking about Chris Rock shit. So that's how I ended up saying, okay, I'm gonna have to talk about this Chris Rock shit. Or I'm saying Chris Rock, but this Will Smith Chris Rock shit. So let's listen to what, and I thought Shannon Sharp's take was similar to how you would say or talk, Ro.
It's so fucking fake. And you want to know why Will didn't slap August is because they are in an open marriage. They are swingers, and everything. They only brought that shit to the red table because the red table ratings was down, just like
for ratings. People don't get that. It's for ratings.
She needed to sell something. We already know that they've been fucking since been fucking. You know what I'm saying? Since the 90s, we knew that they've been fucking around. Now they can sell it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? They found a way to actually sell it and you know what I'm saying, and still have a career after this, I should say. But both of them, basically just fucking around on each other. And a lot of people don't agree with that type of relationship. A lot of people just one-on-one type, you know what I'm saying? But this is so fucking staged, man. All of it is so fucking staged. They only doing this shit from ESPN, Oscars, and Red Table. All of it is a show for you to tune in to get your mind off of what's really going on in the world, like World War III. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
You need some weed, bro?
You know what? I do have another stream, but I'm just thinking maybe I'll just keep this one. I mean, it's another completely different topic. That's why I created a completely separate one. It's not now, but it's at, what is it? That would be 4:45 Eastern. For those that are watching, I can stay on. I mean, the people, it's like 300 people watching. Maybe I should stay on and just roll into the other stories. This can be like the warm-up story, and you stay on as long as you can, roam, and leave whenever you need to leave. But I could do that just so I don't have to break up this discussion here, because we're having a pretty good discussion. I want to get to more comments also, just to give everybody the opportunity. Now, everybody that's disagreeing, just listen. This is not a real story. This is not a real issue. So even if we are disagreeing on this is literally means nothing. The critique is on the black capitalist class. Let's stay focused on that and what they can be doing, putting pressure on them to do what they can be doing and critique them when they're not. Let's use this situation for that. The black capitalist class is a hot mess. Yes, they're a hot mess. And this is just an example, but I thought is a couple of more comments I have about this. And this speaks to Will Smith and really the black capitalist class really being house Negroes. Because he profusely apologized to the Academy and didn't say nothing to Chris Rock after displaying this black on black crime in front of all the white people is what Shannon was just kind of just talking about earlier. This is the white people function, and y'all went there and act the damn fool, as black people would say in the neighborhood. Right? What was I going to? So let's use these opportunities to go at them about what they can be doing more to save the black community and just to save humanity in general. And I don't mean foundations and charities. That is not at all what I'm speaking to. You want to give any last words on this topic before we switch it up to the serious stuff here?
Man, all I gotta say is we, just like Fred Hampton said, we would not conquer white capitalism with black capitalism. The only reason why this is a clickbaity show, well, this one is, I should say, but it is good to talk about these things sometimes, man, because, you know, we all can fall victim to it, no matter how unplugged we are to, you know, from the TV, from social media websites. They always end up popping up somewhere. We all get pulled into the bullshit, but it's good to talk about it to get it on and over with, just in case motherfuckers be like, oh, well, y'all didn't take up for these people. Like, we got everything down pat. We already talked about the bullshit. Let's get on with our lives now.
Absolutely.
No problem, man.
I'm gonna start with the shorter story. Actually, so let me put up the stories on the screen. And just for those who are just joining us, Rome is doing a gas giveaway out in Detroit. So that's what you see him doing on the side there. Let me see. What was I just about to do? Oh, the graphic for. I'll put it up real quick. So this is the graphic that was for the next hour, but
I just read this shit.
But we're gonna go ahead and speak on it now. So for those that know about the other stream, or do you think we should just do the other stream or just continue here?
Shit, we can go on here, man. It's about that time anyway. We can go on now.
We can just continue with this stream.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we'll continue with this stream since we have
a good amount of people. Store. You know how much money I'll be making these?
A good amount of people here. So Bernie proves he's just another Democrat. Kyle Kalinske, I think that's how you say his name, was weak as fuck on this one, and Jimmy and Tucker talk
you got some gas,
war. So that's what we're going to be talking about here. Let's go ahead and take that off the screen now. So we're switching to the new topics, everybody. I'm going to have to cancel that stream. So switching to the new topics here, and I'll bring up the next graphic. So I was looking. So what this show is supposed to be about, Rome, is that you left shit out. So I'm supposed to be watching other content and then pulling that content up and talking about something they left out. But it really just become to where maybe they didn't leave anything out. I just want to add to the discussion. And this the one thing I found was the force to vote stuff I did last week, which I had never watched the videos. I didn't watch the debate with Brianna and Sam. Like, so all of that stuff was new to me. This was another video that was new to me. And let me put it up on the screen. Very short video. Is the commercial going? Okay, the commercial's done. Very short video when Jimmy went on Tucker's show and spoke about war. And I'll give my comment on the other side.
Why didn't we know this was going to happen? And the people who train the Afghan military, where are they tonight? Jimmy Dore is the host of the Jimmy Dore Show. He joins us. Thank you, Jimmy Dore, for coming on tonight. You got to wonder, 20 years of training the Afghan military by the Pentagon, you know, what did they do with all that time and all that money?
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, if we just imagine if we weren't in Afghanistan for the last 20 years, the Middle East might be unstable. So, I mean, you remember Trump tried to pull By the way, this war is bipartisan, right? As
Right.
all wars
I've
are. They're
noticed.
very
Yeah.
bipartisan right now. The military-industrial complex has a stranglehold on both parties. So Trump was trying to pull us out of this war because it turns out you can't just invade other people's countries, set up a Starbucks and a McDonald's and think they're going to be just like us. We've had fathers and sons, and pretty soon we're going to have grandsons fighting in Afghanistan. So it's a nice way for Americans to make multi-generational memories, I guess. But what happened when Trump tried to pull out, if you remember, Congressman Crowley and Liz Cheney got together, bipartisan, and they put a stop. And they said Trump wouldn't be able to pull out unless he met these certain criteria, which we'll never meet. So they made sure.
You know what, Rome? I think we're gonna end this stream because you checked out. So cool. See, I'm gonna end this stream because I think I just thought of this. People who came to specifically talk about the black capitalist class might be a completely different group than the people who want to talk about the Kyle Kalinske, Jimmy Dore stuff. So I don't want to assume the audience will cross over. So I'll go ahead and do the right thing in this stream. Thank you for those who joined today. Thank you, Rome, for joining me. If you want to join the next hour, I guess I'll take a bathroom break and come right back. But Rome, if you want to join the next hour, I'm gonna do the other stream because there could be people here they didn't come here for this. So I want to give it the opportunity for those people to see what they want to see. So let's go ahead and sign off, and then we'll start the other stream in about 10 minutes. So Rome, if you want to join me then, you're welcome to join me then. But I'm going to end with a Malcolm X video to sign off here. Let's go ahead and get this out, and we'll be out. I'll take a little bit of break, and I'll be back at 4:45 p.m. Is that right? 4:45 p.m. Eastern. I should say the whole thing. 4:45 p.m. Eastern. I will be back. Where did it go? I thought I had the video. Oh, I know where it's at. Let me scroll down some more. So, where is it? 1 second, everybody. Did I go down too low? Oh. 1 second.
Damn, nigga, you got a whole bunch of. I didn't even notice your follower count. I gotta finish. I gotta fix my my ratio of my following.
Oh, that's because you got cut a bunch of times.
Yeah.
They cut you down a bunch of times. I only been cut down once, so I only been cut down once.
Freedom is never.
All right, so we're gonna end the stream here. I'm not coming back after the video. After the video, the stream will end. So I'll see you at the next stream, 4:45. See you there. And this is Malcolm X.
You don't get freedom peacefully. Freedom is never safeguarded peacefully. Anyone who is depriving you of freedom isn't deserving of a peaceful approach by the ones who are being deprived of their freedom. And when black people in this country come out from under the mental straitjacket that the Negro clergymen have placed them in, and begin to see that the only way you can get freedom is to get it the same way the white man in this country got it from England, or he says he got it from England. He was willing to pay the price for freedom. When you're willing to pay the price for freedom, then you'll get it. But the Negro in this country has never been willing to pay the price for his freedom. All of the price that we have been paying in the past has been freedom for the white man. We fought abroad so that the white man in America could be free today to sick police dogs on us, to beat our people in the heads with police clubs, and to turn water hose on little women and children and babies simply because they want to walk down the street like decent human beings. That's now the only way you can have peace is to eliminate those injustices, and the American white man is not going to eliminate them. He's going to talk that pretty talk, but he'll still continue to practice those inhuman